Bush House Nigeria returns with 20 questions. Many thanks, wonderful members of the audience, members of the 20 questions community. 20 questions, a Parlour game, is on TV, it's on radio, and almost always you have a panel. Sometimes they are three, sometimes they are less, sometimes they are more. But before I get to talking about the panel on this edition of the program, it behoves me to talk about my technical team, people without whom I won't be able to bring these signals to you. I'll start on this edition with the executive supervisor at Bush House Nigeria on behalf of the Bush House Nigeria team here, Aka Etinan. The technical advisor of the program, of course, is Sisong Essien, who himself controls a number of cameramen, wonderful guys, all of them. There's also the biggest of them all, the consultant on the project and executive producer of the program, Thomas. To put your hands together for them, please. I have a number of notable people in the audience. I'll be able to recognize them as we progress. First though, let me just quickly give it up to a mystery voice, Mfon Ekaiba, who is working with me, the chairman. My name is Michael Bush. I'm your chair. Give me a chairmanship round of applause, please. A number of Akwa Ibom people came together in their own small ways to make sure this anniversary recordings held. And I'd like to begin by acknowledging them and thanking them. Dr. Trinity Tom is of Fiddle, and today he has sent Patrick Abalaka, who is the Fiddle country representative. Put your hands together for him. He's right here. That's him. Thank you. It's so nice to see you, and so nice to thank you for everything. The Honorable Commissioner Lance, Akwa Ibom State, Captain Iniobong Ekong, retired, also supported us to get this program off the ground. So to the Chief Press Secretary to Governor Udum Emmanuel, and is himself also Senior Special Assistant Media, Mr. Keretu Udo. Okay, so that's the size of it. Turning my attention now to the people who matter on the program. The panel on this edition of the program is led by our leader, our lecturer. Is a senior lecturer at the Akwa Ibom State University after spending some years at the University of Uyo as a senior lecturer as well. Right now he's head of department, I think political science at AXU, short for Akwa Ibom State University. It's our leader, it's our mentee. Help me welcome Esienukwe, PhD. He's not alone, he comes with two of his young men. I'm sure he continues to add value to their lives. The first, sitting to his left, is an old boy of Bush House, Nigeria. Help me welcome Stephen Godwin. I'm sure you all know Stephen Godwin, even by his looks, is a thespian. All right, the third leg of the panel is a fantastic young man, immediate past Director General of the 20 Questions community. Help me welcome this NCI tutor of geography, I guess. Chuku Ago! All right, the stage is set. And mystery voice, if you are set, we all are. Object number 1. Mystery voice.
Akwa Ibom State Founding Fathers. Akwa Ibom State Founding Fathers.
Panelists, easy cake, animal.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Very nice to see you.
Back on the program.
Thank you. Very nice to see you. Dr. Esienukwe, our leader.
Is this object human?
Human.
Mr. Chairman, human.
Human. Whatever that means.
Mr. Chairman, is this human alive?
Wow. What do I say? You know, it's possible to be dead, but you are alive. These ones may not be alive in our life. They may not be in life with us, but because of their contributions to even where we are and what we have, they continue to live on. 3 questions.
Mr. Chairman, are you looking for a human title?
A human title, 4 questions. Yes, I'm looking for human title.
So, Chairman,
Yes.
you kept saying they.
Yes.
Are we looking for a group?
No, I thought before on the program that anytime you were talking about even one person and you did not want to particularize their gender, you used they. Do you understand? They. Yes, so but what was the question? You think that question is still necessary now with what you now know?
No, can we supplant it? Can we replace it with this? Are we looking for a masculine gender?
Yes, we are! 5 questions, panelists. Men, all 3 men are on the panel and they are still looking for men like them. That's unfair.
Mr. Chairman, the people...
If you have 3 men, you should be looking for at least 1 woman. That will balance the equation. 5 questions, yes.
Mr. Chairman,
Stephen Godwin.
The people you're looking for, or the group of persons you're looking for, were they instrumental to the creation of Akwa Ibom State?
Yes, they were! Yes, they were. They still are. 6 questions, panelists. They are important like that. They are fundamental like that. They are inevitable like that. 6 questions, panelists.
So, Chairman, does this title refer to a group of Akwa Ibom leaders?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. 7 questions, panelists. Early this year, the program is 20 questions. A Bush House Nigeria production. We're grateful to Dr. Trinity Tom of Fiddle, who is here represented by the country representative, that is Patrick Abalaka. We're also grateful to the Honorable Commissioner Lands, Akwa Ibom State, Captain Inyobong Ekong, retired, and the Chief Press Secretary to Governor Odum Emmanuel, who is also SSA Media. SSA short for Senior Special Assistant, Mr. Keretudo. Yes, panelists.
Is it one word?
It cannot be. 8 questions.
Mr. Chairman, 2 words.
It cannot be, Doc. 9 questions. You got to count up to 10, eh? 9 questions.
Mr. Chairman, it must be 3 words then.
Aha, it must be. I like the must there, but that must has failed. 10 questions. I told them 10. They played with it.
Mr. Chairman, 5 words.
5 words! 11 questions. You know, that's how 20 questions works. 20 questions just gives you the opportunity to think, to be able to subtract here, add there. If you pick up stuff and I said 10, you say, oh, is it possible to have 10 words? You can break it down. You can even divide it into 3s, sometimes. So that's what he did. 11 questions.
Mr. Chairman, is Akwa Ibom part of these 5 words?
Yes, it is! 12 questions. Dr. Isienukwe, that's smart.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Do we have a number as part of these words?
Number. I get it. As in 10.
When I say number...
Yes, I get it.
Okay.
13 questions. Are you just going back to 10 traditional rulers? I'm afraid no. You can't be twice lucky, okay? 13 questions.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes. 13 questions.
We are looking for a group of leaders that played a role in making Akwa Ibom what it is today.
Yes, not just making it what it is today. They played a role in bringing it to be, to bringing it into existence, that is.
Mr. Chairman.
13 questions, panelists, yes.
Yeah, let me go back to the question I asked earlier.
Yes.
I asked if they're alive, and you say they could be alive even when they are dead.
Yeah, sure.
Are they living only in our hearts today?
Yes, they are! Yes, they are. They live on only in our hearts. 14 questions, panelists.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
In earlier editions, we talked about the BBO State Union.
Yes.
That union.
Of 1928.
Yes.
And later transforming itself, becoming even better in 1948. Yes.
That union gave Akwa Ibom some of our finest leaders.
Aha.
By sending some persons to school.
Yeah, about 5 of them, right?
Yes, and they became the forebears for some of the leaders that we still have today in Akwa Ibom.
Fantastic.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Those men that went to school abroad in those days were called the merchants of light. Are we looking at anything in that light? The merchants of light.
We're looking at the merchants of light. We're looking at the merchants of development. We're looking at the merchants of education. We're looking at the merchants of a better Akwa Ibom State. We're looking at that and more. 15 questions, panelists.
Mr. Chairman, what I asked in essence was, is this something from that generation?
I know what you asked, and I gave you the answer that you deserve. It comes from that generation, yes, but 15 questions.
Mr. Chairman, is the word they, that's THA, part of the 5 words?
Is THE here? No, I'm afraid. 16 questions. If we had THE, it would have been 6 words. But now we are stuck with 5. So work with that, make do with that. Yeah, I've told you everything that is there to be said. I quarreled with you when you brought men into the picture. You made it an all-male affair, and then there are just 3 of you there. I thought you should have brought in a woman. But since you started to follow down the hill like that, I thought you should have gone up the hill like that too. Speaking in tongues now. Chairman, 20 questions. 16 questions, panelists. The program is 20 questions. A Bush House Nigeria production. You know, I mentioned in my column in Daily Sun. I write for Daily Sun every Monday. I mentioned, I think, a couple of months back that it has become necessary for us to look at the possibility of taking 20 questions on a national, if not global TV, because I think the world would gain from it. You know, it's such a good program, even if I say so myself. 16 questions, panelists. We're grateful for Akwa Ibom. You know, I know that as human beings, there's always a tendency to keep carrying our eyes above, keep looking at new things. We never are thankful enough for the things that we have. But I can tell us that all of us who come from Akwa Ibom need to be thankful for Akwa Ibom State. 16 questions. If you agree with me, would you please put your hands together?
Mr. Chairman, in the last edition,
yes,
we looked at the Akwa Ibom child.
Yes.
And you said it was a generic name.
Fantastic. So after you looked at the child, who is the father and mother of man, who do you think you should look at next? That is how we think at 20 questions. The objects are not just brought from space. They come out of creativity. You take them one step at a time. 16 questions, panelists. Or is that 17 now?
Mr. Chairman.
16 questions, yes.
Okay. We looked at the traditional rulers.
Yes.
We paid tribute to them. We looked at the children, the child.
Très bien.
We paid tribute to them. And you kept harping on the women.
Yes.
We don't have a woman.
Yeah, because I think that no matter how pretentious and how hypocritical and how macho men are, women are actually not only the drivers of our world, but the mainstay of humanity. I think so, and I have no apologies because I'm a man myself. Do you understand? You know, without women, I don't even think men will care about anything. We wouldn't care about making money, we wouldn't care about working, we wouldn't care about even dressing up. And then if even when you're not married and you're a man, there's a tendency for you to listen. There's always a woman you listen to.
Absolutely.
So even somebody who's not married has even agreed, absolutely. So, and that's the truth. No, really. There's the woman in every man's life. There's the woman you listen to. Sometimes you listen informally, sometimes you listen formally, and all of that. You know, they say that men are the leaders of our society, but you know, women are the leaders of the men who are the leaders of our society. So who are the leaders really of our world? It's the women.
Chairman, how many questions?
You didn't agree with my point. 16 questions.
Chairman, Akwa Ibom women.
Yes.
Are those 3 of the 5 words?
17 questions now. You know, women are so powerful, they can also become fathers. Women are so powerful, but no man is powerful enough to become a mother. Think about it. The program is 20 questions, a Bush House Nigeria production. Women are so powerful, they can also become fathers. As a matter of fact, you find many children that don't have, you don't see them point at their father. If you want to say, when the world finally manages in a decade to allow one day to be celebrated as Father's Day, there are still some children who say, congratulations to my mother. He's a wonderful daddy. Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, we know there are some families, just like you've said, that the father may not be there. But the
even when he's there.
So
most fathers are absentees.
And the woman takes the lead.
Yeah.
So is the word family part of this 3?
No, it's not. 17 questions, panelists.
Mr. Chairman, did we agree that
18 now.
is part of the words.
What?
Akwa Ibom is part
Yes,
of the
Akwa
words.
Ibom is there. As a matter of fact, Akwa Ibom State is the first 3 words. 18 questions, panelists.
Akwa Ibom State.
Yes, Akwa Ibom State.
Mr.
Chairman,
Chairman,
we
we have
established
established
that it was a masculine.
Yes, we did. But you wandered off to women, and then I was agreeing with you that.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, what's my own? You just wandered off. We agreed that it's masculine.
Mr. Chairman,
but you went
you
to
drew us there.
No. So I was just trying to tell you, yes, it could be masculine, but the women could also be there. 18 questions, panelists. 2 and we are home and dry.
5 words.
Patrick Abalaka, country
5 words.
representative for Fido. Thank you for coming. Yes,
5 words.
Yeah, agreed 5 words.
5 words.
And we've
yes.
established the fact that they were instrumental to the creation of Akwa Ibom State.
Yes, that much we did, and we're still there. We still agree. So,
The father of Leeds, please.
the father of Leeds, the father of Leeds, the father of Leeds. Okay, I want to give you fathers of Leeds.
Interesting.
Yes, 18 questions.
Want to give us
I've given you what I wanted to give you.
fathers of Leeds?
Yes.
That sounds like fathers of faith.
Oh no! I've just finished the matter for all of you.
So, Mr.
What a
Chairman,
chairman.
are we looking for
Akwa Ibom State.
Akwa Ibom State
State.
Fathers of Faith?
Wow, were they there?
That was
They were not even there in 1987. They may have been there, but not by that name. But I just gave you fathers. What kind of fathers did we have in the making of Akwa Ibom? 19 questions, panelists. You
Mr.
can't
Chairman.
forgive yourselves for
Mr.
this
Chairman.
one. Yes,
What question?
19.
Are we looking for
Akwa Ibom State.
founding fathers?
Thank you. So here again is to the founding fathers of our great state. We are thankful. We appreciate your sacrifices, and we continue to vow that we'll defend Akwa Ibom with all of us. Okay, so they got that straight at the 20th question. Mystery Voice, we're running back to you, cap in hand, for object number 2. Mystery Voice.
The Akwa Ibom Spirit. The Akwa Ibom Spirit.
Panelists, abstract, bad news.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yes,
Is the abstract one word?
not one word.
Is it a noun?
A noun.
Virtuous noun?
Virtuous noun, 3 questions.
Driven by human character?
Driven by human character, 4 questions.
Does it evoke emotion?
In some sense, yes, 5 questions.
Mr. Chairman, is it 2 words?
Is it 2 words? No. 6 questions.
3 words?
No. 7 questions.
Mr. Chairman, is it currently playing out here in this?
In some sense, yes, it is. 8 questions. In some sense.
We've counted up the 4 words.
3 words.
3 words, and
Is it not?
it's not.
You want to go to 6 this time round?
No, we're wondering. It's beginning to sound. A human character begin to sound like a sentence.
It's not a human character. Yes, it's a human. Yes, it's human character trait. Yes. 8 questions. 8 questions. The program is 20 questions. A Bush House Nigeria production. We're grateful to everyone who has stood, through with us. People came here as early as before midday, and I think it's about 5 now at the point of this recording, and they're still here. There is no audience greater than this. Please put your hands together for yourselves.
Mr. Chairman,
8 questions, panelists.
we're still in the anniversary of Akwa Ibom State.
Yes.
Now, does this word or this abstract have anything to do with the creation of Akwa Ibom State?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It was there before even Akwa Ibom was created. Perhaps it really became pronounced on Creation Day. I'm still wondering whether it's alive now and what we can do to make sure we accentuate it. 9 questions, panelists.
Is it a thing about patriotism?
In some sense, yes. 10 questions.
So, Mr. Chairman, it is expressionistic.
Big word. Yeah, because I like the bigness of the word, I'll just say yes and be on the safer side, not looking for trouble. 11 questions, yes, please. You can even console him with a round of applause.
Does it have anything to do with the spirit of self-sacrifice?
Yes, it has something to do with that. Wow. 12 questions. When you land, you would ask, how did I ask that? It has something to do with self-sacrifice, whatever that means though. Self-sacrifice. Are you killing yourself in the process?
Not really. What I had in mind when I asked that question was this. Remember when we had the birthday of the First Lady?
Yes.
We celebrated the grandfather.
Yes.
Who was the chairman of the State Union at some point, a great paramount ruler. Now, that man, I remember reading through the history books, was in charge of the committee that sent people abroad,
yes,
but never sent his own child.
Great
until
man.
the point the group had to make him do that, had to do that on his behalf. So that's what I had in mind when I was talking about. And you said that spirit is no more here with us.
Yes.
Because now, if I'm in charge, I will send my child first.
Oh.
Yes, no, that's what it should be now.
Okay.
That's what it is now.
Okay, you're not speaking for yourself now.
Yeah, we have learned from you sacrifice. Too.
Okay.
So the
What are
spirit
you?
now
You're saying many things. What are you even saying?
What I'm saying is, I was trying to clarify the point about self-sacrifice.
Okay.
Not
okay, great.
About,
I get the point. I get the point.
But now having landed, I need a lead.
Oh, you landed?
Yeah.
Who told you landed? You're still hovering. You're still hovering all over the place.
How many words?
12 questions.
We've not established the words. We've not established 3 words.
Established.
It's important we have the number of words.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So 4 words.
4 words. 13 questions, panelists.
In the spirit of celebration,
Yes.
is Akwa Ibom one of the words?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. 14 questions. Akwa Ibom is one of the words. Or if you like, Akwa Ibom is 2 of the words. 14 questions. So Akwa Ibom is not one of the words, it's 2 of the words.
So what we do, Mr. Chairman, do you have there?
Yes, we have 15 questions.
How many questions?
15.
Mr.
5,
Chairman.
and we're home and dry.
In the spirit of this celebration for
Yes.
Akwaima 35,
Yes.
are we looking for the Akwa Ibom spirit?
Yes, we are. 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 It is just to pray that that spirit will continue to burn, that spirit can even get better and higher, and that spirit will continue to draw our sons, our daughters, our fathers, our mothers, our friends to do stuff in the interest of Akwa Ibom State. So we're looking for the Akwa Ibom spirit, and they got that straight at the 16th question. Mystery Voice, we're coming back to you for the last object, not only on this edition of the program, but also on these rounds of recordings. Mystery Voice, object number 3.
Hilltop Mansion. Hilltop Mansion.
Panelist, vegetable mineral with strong human connection.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Dr.
Is this
Esienukwe.
object a place?
A place.
A man-made place?
A man-made place.
An Akwa Ibom place.
An Akwa Ibom place, 3 questions.
Is it a structure?
A structure, 4 questions.
A building.
A building, 5 questions.
An Uyo-centric building. Uyo-centric.
Uyo-centric building, 6 questions.
A building of power, Mr. Chairman.
A building of power, 7
A
questions.
seat of power, Mr. Chairman.
The seat of power, 8 questions.
Mr. Chairman, on a hilltop.
On the hilltop, 9 questions.
Mr. Chairman, is it Hilltop Mansion?
Hilltop mansion. You know, I think that just tells the story of how Hilltop Mansion centric that Akwa Ibom people are. We're thankful to everyone. We're thankful to even our current governor, and that is Mr. Udomi Mano, complete with his beautiful First Lady, Dr. Martha Udomi Mano. Not forgetting, of course, the Deputy Governor, a wonderful Deputy Governor, Mr. Moses Ekpo, MFR, and the whole architecture of government. Thank you for the things that you do for Akwa Ibom. Thank you to our founding fathers. Thank you to the 10 traditional rulers. Thank you to everyone who has helped Akwa Ibom to stand strong the way we stand. And we hope that God will continue to make Akwa Ibom greater and greater. In Jesus' mighty name.
Amen.
On that prayerful note, we come full cycle on these rounds of recordings that were done, that were brought together to mark Akwa Ibom at 35. I'm grateful, of course, to the panel led by Esienukwe, PhD. Stephen Godwin is another member of the panel that I'm also quite grateful to. Put your hands together for him. Chukwagu, but of course, put your hands together for him. I'm grateful to him. Thank you, everyone, for your role. Thank you, the technical advisor, Msisong Essien, and all the cameramen. Thank you to the technical team. And that is the one led by the Bush House Nigeria man, the executive supervisor, Nigel Tisong. Godwin James, everyone working backstage, the Obongabasi James, Lulu, Oluchi Arisa, and everyone. And the people from the 20 Questions community, the people from Fiddle, the people from Michael Bush Mentoring Academy, class 2022. We're not forgetting class 2021. I also saw Mrs. Imose a moment ago, and of course, my mystery voice, Fone Kaiba. On their behalf, this is Michael Bush, the chairman, also thanking Inemesiro Kon, who is the man behind Motion Studios. Thank you for all that you do. The Castle Lighting too. Goodbye from Uyo, Nigeria.